Good morning, everybody. Broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. On the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico, and I'm so happy to be with all of you this morning. We have Keith Hanna from rainy Toronto in the house. No reason for that. Come on down here. We got Kevin in the house, and we even have that girl in the house, Ola. Everyone, thank you for showing up. We have a lot to cover today. A lot is going on. It is a little bit chilly down here in Mazatlan this morning. That's why I have this sweater on. William Stoneman, howdy, partner, to you. Woo-hoo! Ooh, my man is in the house. Thank you guys for coming. We have a lot to cover today. I've been watching some cable TV. I haven't watched television since I've been in this apartment. That's been about 8 months, but I've been watching some March Madness. I got the people to turn the cable TV on, and that's fun for me. Once March Madness is over, no more TV until football season. Jack Webb is in the house from Texarkana. What are you doing? Oh, down here visiting my dad, Jack Webb. Always happy to see you in the house. Kim J is in the house. She's getting ready to make her move down here. And Kim, I think we're posting a video. I'm going to show some clips this morning of an interview I did yesterday with a woman named Kelsey. She's young. She's working online. She's down here with her 2 sons. One son is 12. One son is 14. She's single, and she is loving living in Mazatlan. I'll put that interview up tomorrow morning. Ola Wayne from Gold Canyon, Arizona. And it just so happens that Kelsey is from Arizona. She's loving it down here. Katrina the Maker is in the house. Look at that pretty face. She has shown up this morning. And also in the house, we have Stony Star God from Los Angeles. You up early this morning to join the show. We have a lot going on. A lot's happening here in the house. It's going to be a very, very busy week. We've had a change in plans on where my next trip is going to be. I'm very excited about it, and I'm going to fill you guys in on that shortly. I went through some internet hell this week because my Miriam. We got Miriam in the house. Hola, Miriam. Miriam's right down the street. That girl's right down the street. You guys, here in Mazatlan, it is 8 a.m. I can't believe that girl got up out of bed to join the show with us today. Miriam, too. Happy Saturday to you. But I've had the same phone number for about 20 years, and it has a 415 area code. And back when I used to teach web development online, having a 415 area code is the bomb, because that is downtown San Francisco. So that service was going to expire this week on the 23rd, and I use a service called Magic Jack. If you're moving to Mexico, I would strongly suggest you take a look at getting Magic Jack, because Magic Jack, this year, I'm going to pay $42 a year for Magic Jack. And with Magic Jack, you can call all over the United States and Canada, talk all you want for around $42 a year. If I pay for 3 years, then it goes down to about $36 a year. But I went to pay my bill. And they wouldn't let me pay my bill because I have a U.S. bank. My bank is very good, but my address attached to the bank has a Mexico address. So because I had a Mexico address, Magic Jack wouldn't take my payment. And I was on the phone with Magic Jack for about, swear to God, 4 or 5 hours this week. And so what I had to do is I had to pay them. They said, well, don't you have another card? And I don't. I just have that one debit card. That's where I use it for get my money, charge stuff, buy stuff on Amazon, all that kind of stuff. And they said, oh, well, get a Walmart card. Get a Walmart card. So I tried to get a Walmart card, but I couldn't do that because I'm in Mexico. So what I did was I got a VPN. Now my computer thinks that I am in California right now. I got a California VPN zip code, got a Walmart card with using my sister's address. And now I have Magic Jack for another year with my 415 area code. People can call me. But I remember one time James and Rena said, well, if you come to Mexico, you got to have a U.S. phone number. If you come to Mexico, you need a U.S. phone number, and it does come in very handy. And I use it quite frequently, and that phone number is attached to many of my services that I use down here. But anyway, that's all good to go. It was internet hell, but now I've got a VPN, and it's really cool because it used to be when I would go to the Washington Post, the Huffington Post, I'm looking at all these ads in Spanish all the time. No more. Now my computer thinks I'm in California, baby. All I see is U.S. ads, and that is fine with me. Let's see who is in the house now. We got Wilson Jenkins in the house from Halifax, Canada. Been in Pegueros, Mexico since January. I'm sure you are enjoying yourself. Derek is in the house. Good to see you, Derek. Good morning, everyone. And from Korea, from Busan, Korea, we'll be tuning in from North America in about 3 weeks. Come on down. Come on over. We have Lakaya Britton. Good morning to you, Lakaya. Fred Drake, stranger, we haven't seen you in quite some time. Good to see you, man. And we got Hawkins in the house. Hawkins, Hawkins. And even Autumn Green has shown up this morning. Good to see you, Autumn, as always. As always. Okay. We got Thomas. We got Thomas with the funky hairdo. Woo! Good morning, everyone. It's early in the morning. We have a lot to cover today. We have electricity this morning. We have good internet this morning. All the equipment is rocking. Even the guy over here on the side has shown up. Hey, everybody. I'm here too. I'm here too to join the show with all of you. We're all here together. Oh, William Stoneman just threw some money in the pot. And I'm going to say, well, thank you very much for your contribution to the channel. Speaking of contributions to the channel, let me tell you what is going on here. Thank you, William Stoneman. I need all of that for the next trip that I am about to make. And let me tell you about the next trip I'm going to make. So here's what is going on. I told you guys last week that I was going to take a trip to the little small town, starts with an M. If you guys remember, somebody just posted what the name of the place was. And to do this interview with Kelsey, I interviewed her yesterday at her apartment. I'm going to show you some video clips of her neighborhood, of her apartment. I'm going to tell you how much she's paying for her apartment. Um, but I took two taxis, one to get there and one to come back. And the guy in the first taxi, and this is all in Spanish, he was talking about Los Mochis. Let me show you Morelia. Thank you, that girl. I was going to go to Morelia, and that's about a 10-hour bus ride from here. And that's a direct bus. So I'm thinking it would take me about 13, 14 hours to get there. That's like a whole day, maybe a day and a half on the bus. So I was going to fly, and it was going to cost me like $80 round trip, which is cool. But my first taxi driver kept talking about Los Mochis. And here it is on the map right here. You can see Mazatlan down there in the bottom of the map, and Los Mochis is up there at the top. And I'm thinking you can see Durango over there on the right-hand side of the map. It took me about 4.5 hours to get there, but I think that was because you have to go through all these tunnels and mountains to get there. But let me show the map again. Los Mochis, I'm thinking the taxi driver said it's going to take you 5 hours to drive there. I think that's going to be about a 6-hour bus ride. I'm going to leave next Sunday and go to Los Mochis. And I'm going to do a video about the town of Los Mochis. But the cool thing about Los Mochis is that is where the train called El Chepe. El Chepe, I've been talking about this trip for about 6 months now, because you take this train and it's like a 16-hour trip, and there are 14 stops, and you go through Copper Canyon, and Copper Canyon is 5 times bigger than the Grand Canyon in the United States, and the train starts in Los Mochis. So I can do a video of Los Mochis and do a video of the train ride through Copper Canyon, and I'm leaving for this trip in 1 week from tomorrow, next Sunday. So I'll be preparing all this week for this trip, and I'm kind of excited. I'm going to spend like 2 nights in Los Mochis, get on the train after that. I'm only going to go halfway on the train. There are 14 stops. They stop in these great little pueblos. So I'm really, really, really excited about this trip. So here we go. Now, so we put up a couple of videos about romance this week. In fact, we put up 2 romance videos, and so you won't be seeing any of those for a while. And this week, I'm putting up an interview with Kelsey this week. Let me go over here. Let me show you where Kelsey lives. I wanna live where Kelsey lives, and Kelsey lives in this neighborhood. It's called Playa del Sur, and you can see El Centro on the map. El Centro is so cool and groovy. I love El Centro. And to the south of El Centro is Playa del Sur. And it's such a cool little community. I want to live there. You can walk to El Centro in about 10 minutes. You can walk. Let me show the map again. It's kind of like a peninsula, and you can see the water there to the right of it. So what you do is you take a little boat across the water, and then you are at a beach called Stone Island. And there are all these restaurants, and you guys may remember, I got to touch on this a little bit. Lakaya, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. That's going to help fund my trip to Los Mochis and Copper Canyon. Thank you so much. Kevin, I saw a Copper Canyon documentary several years ago on PBS. An amazing place. The local indigenous people are the best long distance runners in the world. I didn't know that. I have to go jogging with them. I'm one of the best long distance runners they are. I go out and I run about 20, 30 miles every morning. Yeah, whatever. But thank you for contributing to the channel. That really helps us out. Oh, okay. So let's go back in here. Let's go back in here. So I'm going to show you, I'm putting a video up this week. Two videos. One is an interview with Kelsey, and Kim, you will want to watch this video. I have 3 clips this morning from that video, but I'm going to put up a video about her apartment, and it's in Playa del Sur. I want to live there. I have another year and a half on my lease here. But after seeing her apartment yesterday and seeing her neighborhood, and it's located in such a great place, I got to make the move. That's just the way it is. And we got Pretty Boy in the house, Brian Maiden. All the women are always asking, Brian, where's Brian Maiden? What's his phone number? He's back in the house. And William Stoneman, Los Mochis has an international airport. Yeah, and it made me nervous because when they arrested El Chapo's son, you guys remember that? I think it was in January. There was a lot of commotion going on in Los Mochis. So it made me a little nervous about going there, but I'm going, I don't care. But anyway, Playa del Sur. Here is the neighborhood where Kelsey lives. That's nothing like the neighborhood where I live. I mean, it's a really nice and quiet neighborhood. Nice houses. This is 10 blocks. No. Yeah, it's about 10 blocks from downtown, the major markets. Get in a little boat, go over. This is 1 block from the beach. This neighborhood is half a block from where all the cruise ships come in. This is where Kelsey lives. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to stay. So Kelsey gave me her landlord's contact information. I'm going to be contacting her landlord this week. And I'm going to book in advance for a year and a half away from now, because my neighborhood, I'm in the north end of Mazatlan, and you know, I think that girl's happy. I think Miriam's happy, but Kelsey's neighborhood is such a pedestrian environment. And I called Uber to go home from this neighborhood, and Uber got there in like 0 minutes. That was funny. 0 minutes. But that was very cool. That was very cool. Yeah. So I'm hooking that up right now. And let's take a look inside the apartment, but let's go over here to comments first. Here we go. Uh-oh, we got a little delay going on here. Bill, you should do a video about what happens when you get a divorce in Mexico. Would dovetail well with your relationship videos, and I bet it would get a decent number of views. That's a good tip, because I guess I should be going through a divorce very soon, given my own personal situation. Also, I had some interesting conversations with both taxi drivers. The the first taxi driver was about my age, and the second taxi driver was 25. And I'm talking to them all in Spanish. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, knowing Spanish, practice your Spanish. Kelsey speaks Spanish. I know that that girl is studying Spanish every day. But yesterday, I must have been in the taxi there and back for about an hour and a half, and it was all Spanish. But the second taxi driver, he was 25. He's a college student studying medicine. His girlfriend's studying medicine also, and she's 23. And he was telling me that he went to see Justin Bieber in Guadalajara. Okay. And he paid 8,000 pesos for one ticket. 8,000 pesos. That's $400. So for two tickets, that's like $800 to see Justin Bieber. But I had so much fun. And these taxi drivers, they tell you everything. Some of them don't talk at all, but others will just ask you questions. Where are you from? How long you been here? What do you do for a living? Are you retired? What's going on? They tell you all about their families, their wives, their girlfriends, everything. Learn some Spanish. Jack Webb and Angie, hola, Angie. Good morning from Dallas, Fort Worth. Jack Webb, Angie, I got stuck in Dallas, Fort Worth airport for about 12 hours extra due to weather. It was horrible. Jack Webb, the same thing happened to me years ago. I was driving through there. I was driving from Mexico to Ohio, and an ice storm hit Dallas, Fort Worth. I couldn't get out of town for 3 days. They got all those bridges in Dallas, Fort Worth, and they were all ice. I couldn't get out. Woo-hoo! Bargain prices. Justin Bieber. I'd rather sit home and paint something and watch it dry. Yeah. I'm not a Justin fan. We have LJ in the house. LJ in the house, and I didn't even know that Justin Bieber could perform anymore. I thought he had some physical ailment going on. But anyway, let's take a peek. That girl's here. Here we go. That girl, my neighbor, Playa del Sur was my first choice, but at the time I couldn't locate the right spot that was available. Also, INM is over there for those who aren't yet familiar where things are situated, and that is true. I went there for some reason. They threw me out. I went there to change my address. And let me tell you guys something. In federal offices, they will not let you video or take pictures inside the building. And I got out my camera and I was videoing inside. The guy came over and told me, you can't do that. I said, okay, but he looked like he was really busy. So I started doing it some more when he was talking to other people and he saw me, and they threw me out. I thought I was going to jail, right? But FYI. And Bill's life experience, why smart men stay single. LJ is in the house giving advice. Woo! I really like the Butterfly Spanish YouTube channel. Lots of overlapping with French. I think Spanish will be a heck of a lot easier for me to learn than Mandarin or Korean. That's funny. Justin Bieber tickets are way cheaper than Beyonce tickets. Okay. We got the ticket masters in the house. Okay. Let's take a peek at this apartment. And I'm going to show you some clips of my interview with Kelsey also. But we did the interview up here on her deck. This is the roof of her building. It's like a 4-apartment building, and on top, we did the interview right there, and you'll see some clips here in a minute. And that view, that's the ocean right over there. That's where the cruise ships come in. There's Kelsey. Just a nice deck. Very clean, very modern. And she's paying $700 a month. She pays $700 a month for this. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, fully furnished apartment. And again, in Mexico, when you hear someone say fully furnished, that means everything: knives, forks, towels, spoons, plates, cups, fully furnished. And this interview, the interview that I did with her, it's going to come out tomorrow morning, and she's very happy. Kim, you really want to see this video? I have 3 clips from that interview. I'm going to click this button. $700 a month is a very good price. Let's see. Butterfly Spanish is both effective and hilarious, and very easy on those eyes too. Okay, I haven't seen it. You have to check it out. LJ, what a great deal. Great views, true and more true. Okay. Let's go back into her house. I gotta go back and turn off that comment. Here we go. Turn that off. Okay. And okay, there you go. There's the kitchen, fully furnished. That means microwave, coffee pot, pots, pans, all of that and more. I've got one more clip of inside. I believe this is the bedroom and the bathroom. No, Jack Webb, I haven't heard from Eric Drews lately. I need to contact him. Small table, filing cabinets, everything you see, the pillows, the couches, fully furnished, $700 a month, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was a really, really nice, you're talking pillows, lots of storage space, $700 a month. And she's only lived there for 1 month. And I need to look up Eric Drews and see how he's doing. I haven't seen him post any videos lately. So I've got his email number, and I will reach out to Eric this weekend. Okay, so what else is going on? So we got the Los Mochis Copper Canyon trip planned. We got Kelsey video coming up tomorrow. I'm putting up a video about her apartment later in the week. That'll be like on Wednesday or Thursday. Let's see what else is going on here. So let's get right. Terry John Marshall's in the house. Where you been, girl? Terry John Marshall, when we going to do the interview? When we going to do that interview? Contact me. Hey. Okay. People are talking this morning. Speaking of real estate, my Airbnb host said to not buy an apartment or home way up near the top of the hills in Centro because the plumbing needs to be repaired or replaced every 3 to 5 years. That's a very interesting tip. Okay, and Korea, what's Korea got to say? I'm hoping to find a 1-bedroom or bachelor's pad in Bahia de Bravo, Guanajuato, or Cuernavaca for 6 months beginning in May or June. That's a great That's a great time to be looking, May or June, because that is when all of the snowbirds disappear. Right now, the Canadians are leaving town. Where I live, you guys have seen where I live. It's a huge complex. There's like 300 or 400 units of apartments in here. I'm going to say 95% of those units right now are filled with Canadians. And they have a guy in our complex that has a band. And his band played yesterday down by the pool. And it was a going away potluck dinner so that all the Canadians could get together before they leave, because in April, and if I'm not mistaken, next Saturday, I think, is April 1st. So around April 15th, all of the expats that come down here just for the winter time, they leave April 15th and they don't come back until October 15th. So if you're looking for a place, especially for long term, the best time to come down here is between April 15th and October 15th. Now, there's a couple who, and they are subscribers, and I'm Chris. Oh, that's her name. Her name is Chris. I forget his name, but they just got a place a little north of me, and they're paying, it's 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and they're paying $1,300 a month for 3 months. But they got it during the high season. I mean, they booked that about 2 months ago. If you book in the high season, woo, you better have your protection on, because it usually doesn't go so well. Oh, my life house. Eric just put up some videos of back-to-back cruises on it. Yeah, I saw those videos. He had serious surgery and is just now recovery. Thank you so much for that update. Zen Maiden in the house. Good morning, everyone from Chile, L.A. Well, and L.A. had tornadoes last week. Korea's talking. I'm going to try to find a place around $500 per month, hoping Mexico Relocation Guide can hook me up. Good luck with that. But if you look around at the right time of year, if it's the right time of year, you should be okay. So let me play this clip of a video that I did with Kelsey yesterday. She's so happy. She's so happy. In the video, if you watch the video, you'll hear her say, that she moved here a month. She moved into her apartment about a month ago. She thoroughly researched various parts of Mexico: Puerto Vallarta, Sayulita, Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala. She came down here to Mazatlan, and she said when she hit Mazatlan, after seeing all the other places, something just told her, this is the place that I want to be. And she said she was walking around somewhere in Mazatlan last week, and she just started whistling. She says, I never whistle, but here's the part. Here's a part of the interview that will be edited out. And once I click the play button, I can't talk. So let me click the play button. You guys can check this out. Button there. Okay, so we are now actually recording. Okay, no problem. Let's see what's up with that. Kelsey McMartin.
Hey, Bill.
Well, hello, Kelsey McMartin. Thank you so much for joining us today. There you go. We'll edit a lot of that out, but let's go into the interview a bit more. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day, and where are you from, Kelsey?
I'm originally from Arizona, And actually, that's where I'm from. Yeah, Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And where are you now?
I'm in Mazatlan.
Oh, is that in Mexico?
That's in Mexico, yeah.
Oh, I live here too. So, why Mexico? Why, and how long have you lived here? So, in the interview, she talks about why she moved to Mexico from Phoenix. What does she do for a living? She works online. She'll tell you about her business. She's a consultant. She does counseling. She does coaching, and I know she charges a lot of money, and she only works 3 days a week. And she's like 20 years younger than me. And I say this frequently. If you're young, and I'm going to say if you have skills and you can do something online, don't wait until you're 65 to retire down here. I see some retired people down here that are just lost. They don't know what to do with themselves. I mean, you can see in their faces that they are literally lost, and because they've been working their entire life. I mean, this is the first time they've been free in their entire lives. Don't wait. If you have any kind of skills, like Kelsey was telling me, that all kinds of doctors and nurses are doing their services online. She's consulting, she's coaching online. If you have any skills that you can do online, your dollar will go so much further down here in Mexico. I only have one more clip from Kelsey. Here we go.
Let's see, about 2 months. So I'm pretty fresh living here.
And why Mexico?
Why Mexico? Well, I feel like that's a long story. All my life, I've been traveling in Mexico since I was a kid. My family traveled here a lot. And then after school, I did a lot of language study programs all throughout Mexico, different times. During the 90s, I was here and did some human rights observation down in Chiapas. Spent months at different times of my life and always just loved it and loved the language. And so I just feel it in my heart. And the past couple of years, I've been checking it out. Like, where would I go if I came here for longer? Where would it be? Scoping stuff out, and finally, settled here on Mazatlan. Came here and was like, oop, yep, this is it.
This is it.
You know how you just kind of know it in your heart.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's how it's been. When I'm here in Mexico, I just feel more myself. I feel I love it.
Yeah, Kelsey is very bubbly, very filled with life, and the full video will go up tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock in the morning. She is so happy, and that's the way life should be. Come down here to Mexico and be happy and just live a nice life. Life is too short to be miserable. Walk away from misery and come on down. Oh no, let's see. Korea saying, I'm going to try to find a place around 500 per month. Relocation guide. And we got No Bull in the house. Always happy to see you in the house, my main man. Coming out with the important information all of the time on his channel. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you want some really good information, you got to go to Retired Life in Mexico, No Bull, and check it out. A wealth of information. Kevin biked out to Stone Island to see Don Shears. Oh, wow. But missed her and her son a flat tire to boot. Love to see more videos like that. Yeah, Don Sears, we did an interview with her living in her trailer on Stone Island, and she works out of her trailer, her and her son Chris. Yeah, there you go. 1700 GM. Wow, didn't know Woolworth was still around. Last time I saw one, in the U.S. was back in the 80s. I think the last Woolworths closed its doors in the U.S. in the early 90s. There are many Woolworths down here in Mexico, specifically in downtown Mazatlan. I mean, it's like a blast from the past. And I don't remember if you guys still have Sears, but Sears is fabulous down here. And Sears competition down here in Mexico is a place called Liverpool. Liverpool es parte de mi vida. They have these radio commercials. And one thing that I forget to say every week, I always forget to say this every week, but I remember living in Chapala, Ajijic. In Chapala, Ajijic, they only have like 2 radio stations, and it's all banda. The music that I really don't like, banda. All the construction workers play banda, very loud, blah, 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 tubas and clarinets and all that kind of stuff. Hey, God bless people that love that music, but why can't they listen to some rock and roll? They in Chapala, Ajijic, why doesn't some expat open a radio channel in Chapala, Ajijic? Please put on some rock and roll, some jazz, some James Brown. Let the people hear what they want to hear in Chapala, Ajijic. I love Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, because if you get in your car, you can listen to any kind of music that you like. Okay, let's see what else is going on this morning. The weather is great right now. It's a little chilly. It's getting warmer, but this morning it was probably about 51 degrees outside. It's going to go up to like 85 today, but everything's great. All is peaceful down here. My first taxi driver was talking about narcos, but it was a joke. He would say, "Oh yeah, it's too dangerous." They put out these alerts. It's too dangerous to go to Mexico. Too dangerous to go to Mexico. It is so peaceful down here, and I've been down here 18 years. It's always been peaceful. I did see a couple of murders, but it's peaceful and mellow here every day, as long as you're not out drunk at 3:00 in the morning trying to buy drugs. That's how people get killed in Mexico. We have 52 people in the house, 25 likes. We do have some contributions going on, and we appreciate that greatly. Let's see. Another thing. This is a tech. Also, I do want to comment on that girl. That girl works out of her apartment, and I'm still trying to figure out what her job is, but I know it involves Hollywood. So many times she has to get on a plane, go somewhere to work with Clint Eastwood or somebody like that. Then she'll come back. She does all this online stuff. But she's young. I don't know how old that girl is. I've seen her many times. We go to Walmart twice a month together. I have no clue how old she is, but I know she makes good money. And she's younger than me. She's probably about same age as Kelsey. I don't know. But come on down. Work online and enjoy. Kim, Woolworths. It was a treat going to Woolworths for a burger and a Coke with my grandmother in the late 50s. In the late 50s, blast from the past. Kim, I can taste those cheeseburgers at the counter at Woolworths. Those things were so yum tasty. Yes. Oh, okay. So I had a technical problem. I had a technical problem this week. I use this camera over here. So this camera over here, that's my iPhone 8. That's an iPhone 8. And this camera over here, this is my Canon M50. It costs $700. I got the Canon M50 just to make YouTube videos. But the thing with the Canon M50 is when you're going from here to there, and if you're going into a church and then you go outside to do the plaza, then you have to constantly stop and adjust the lighting situation for the camera. Then by accident, then I started using my iPhone 8. And it's such a great camera. All the videos that you see me walking around and anymore, that's all coming from the iPhone 8. So I go up to the roof and I shoot some video, and I come back down here to view the video, and it's all cloudy. It was almost worthless. You can see me talking, everything's good, but it's all smudged. It looked like it looked like it had foam all over the lens or something like that. So I said, I thought I was going to have to buy a new phone or something like that. So I cleaned the little camera thing with a Q-tip and took some video. It was still cloudy. So it ended up that when I'm on the roof, I've got the camera on a tripod. And right now, my camera is on a tripod right over there. But for me to take that video that you're seeing right now, I have to hit the reverse button. And you guys, you know, that's for if you want to do selfies, that's what you do. So it ended up that I needed to clean the front of the camera. You can see the camera lens on the back of the camera. Like if you're holding the phone like this, you know, and you're looking that way. But if you hit the reverse button, then actually there's a camera you can't see in the very top of your phone. So I cleaned the back lens and the front lens, and now the camera's good to go, and I don't have to buy another camera, and I'm very happy about that. What's Miriam got to say? I love Mexico. It's peaceful like paradise. Sunshine daily, lovely, kind, and helpful people. And on that note, Miriam, if you guys watch the video, yes, Kevin, love my iPhone 8. It's a good camera, man, for an older version. Kim J. Miriam, thanks for sharing your love of Mazatlan. I love Mexico, but haven't visited Mazatlan yet. Looking forward to it. Come on down. 1700 GM. Are electronics really that much more expensive in Mexico than the US? I'm gonna say max, like sitting in front of me right now. This is an iMac. You guys are looking, that's my iMac desktop. I bought that at I bought this at Sears, and I think it costs more in Mexico, not that much more, but that costs more in Mexico than it does in the United States. I think you can probably get a better deal in the United States. This laptop, this MacBook Air, I bought this in the United States. Let me think about that. No, I bought that in Mexico. And that's pretty old. I bought it at Office Depot in Puerto Vallarta. So, but I'm going to say for other forms of electronics, the deals are pretty good down here. And I want to thank you. Stony Star God. Hey, Bill, how is the music scene down there? Are you able to check out different types of music? First of all, thank you very much. Thank you so very much for contributing to the channel. And I will be using any contributions that come in this week for my trip that I'll be leaving for next Sunday to Copper Canyon. Your contributions are greatly appreciated. And the music scene, I'm going to say in Mexico, you can find any kind of music that you want. Any kind. In the major cities, even in Chapala, Ajijic. And they have some great music. I'm just going to say gringo musicians from Canada, from the United States. They get together, they play jazz. There's this place in Chapala, and once a week they have an open mic. And it's kind of like karaoke. It is karaoke. And you choose your song. What do you want to sing? And Thomas, people are giving up the cash. Thank you guys so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. And that I will use this money on my Copper Canyon trip when I leave 1 week from today. But back to the music scene. Okay. I remember. But anyway, so they have open mic. We're in Ajijic, and you choose what song do you want to sing. Then they give you the microphone. You can sing, so, and most people are singing rock, some R&B, whatever. And they got this one white guy, this old white guy running the show. And he's from LA. When he was younger, he had a band, and I mean, this is an old white guy, right? And so he decides he's going to sing, and he puts on some James Brown, and this dude could sing James Brown. Imagine this old white guy, and he was dancing like James Brown, singing like James Brown. And I remember one time I was in Puerto Vallarta. And they have 2 or 3 jazz clubs in Puerto Vallarta. And my dad, he hasn't been on the planet for 10 years, but we went to this jazz club, and my dad, he had me listen to jazz when I was like 3 years old. I've been listening to jazz my entire life. And they had a jazz, and there's a couple, I'm going to say there's different types of jazz, of course. There's some like Thelonious Monk jazz. It's freaky deaky, wild, and then you have some intense Tim Metheny kind of jazz. I mean, you got intense jazz, and these guys were playing some intense jazz. No vocals, all instrumentals. They had like 10 people in their band. They were hitting it and getting it, and my dad could not believe it. So is there music? They got all the music down here. The musicians down. We go to this place. One of my neighbors, she's 72. She has a friend that's 75, both females, single. And they always ask me to go to this place called Lucky Bastards every Wednesday at 3:00. It's about 5-minute taxi drive from where I live. Lucky Bastards is the name of the place. I think that community is called the Golden Zones. It's in the Golden Zone. They have a bunch of bars. They have like 5 or 6 bars, very popular bars there. And they play. Who is this? And Kim. Thank you so much, Kim J. You contributed you contributed the same amount of money. Oh, and it was at the very end of the broadcast about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I never got a chance to say thank you for that, but I thank you today. And I thank you for your contribution from 2 weeks ago. But anyway, so we go to Lucky Bastards. I don't go because I got other things to do. They just play R&B. This band plays blues for 3 hours, 3 straight hours, blues, and they are funky, and they are all Mexicans, and they're singing like Steely Dan. And they sound just like the album in English. And they got this one old guy, this old Mexican guy playing the bass. You ought to see this guy. He doesn't move. He's just he has on his sunglasses, this old Mexican guy, and he's just like. That's all he does for 3 hours. I mean, so the music is here. All the music you could ever want and all the music that you love is down here in Mexico in the major communities. And then when I say specifically, I don't know what it's like. It's probably off the walls in Mexico City, but specifically Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, even Chapala, Ajijic, here in Mazatlan. Gloria Gaynor was here. What's that? I Will Survive. She was here for a carnival. I'm telling you, man. And then if you start listening to Mexican pop music, they got some funky Mexican pop music, man. That's just off the walls. Great for dancing. It's all in Spanish, and even rap. There's a ton. Of course, rap is all over the world in all types of languages. I'm not a big rap fan, but they got rap, Mexican rap songs, and it's just off the walls. Okay, everybody, we've got 54 people in the house, 30 likes. We got people contributing to the channel for $32. And if you're watching the rebroadcast of the show and you would like to contribute to the channel, down in the description, you can click that link and you can contribute via PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. And look who's in the house, BJ. We haven't seen you in weeks. I know you will agree. Music is universal. That girl, welcome to the VPN world. Now you can also use it to stream a few of your favorite radio stations in the US. I also use my Pandora account with my VPN. I don't have to miss my jazz. Okay, and that girl, please send me a message on WhatsApp to confirm that we're going to Walmart on Tuesday at 9:10, and please share all of your VPN experience with me, that girl, when we go to Walmart. Dan Mack, sorry, Bill, started a second job, so I'm going to miss your live streams. Oh man, Dan Mack. Oh, Dan Mack is leaving us, you guys. Dan Mack. Oh, you're always here, my man, my man. May Tomi, morning from Los Angeles. What about salsa music in Mazatlan, which I love? Any salsa clubs? Sure, you got all of that down here. This is Mazatlan and pretty boy Brian Maiden. Just a little help. Thank you very much, pretty boy Brian Maiden, for contributing to the channel. And I tell you what, I'm going to the bus station, and these contributions today, I got $50 in contributions today. That's like round trip money from here to Los Mochis. Thank you guys so much for contributing to the channel. Yeah, but music makes the world go down. Dan Mack, make some extra money. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, my man. It's always great to see you. And Dan Mack is joining us from German Village in Columbus, Ohio, my hometown. A great place to say that you are from. I'm telling you, man. Opus 313. Hola, Opus. If this is your first time here, Opus, click that subscribe button. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Okay. We're getting ready to wrap things up here. I'm going to go out and shoot some video this morning. I'm checking my list here to see what is up. Commercial point today. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's me. Let's see. What's this? Dan Mack just watched Bill live from a closet at work like Jack Webb does. That's funny. Some stuff is really funny. I'm a new member. Right on. Opus just signed up. Oh, Opus. Well, thank you very much. Opus, and stay tuned. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's United States time here. And you guys went through daylight savings times. We didn't. We'll never do daylight savings time down here ever again. Brenda Douglas, good morning, Bill. I've been a little under the weather, and then the time change got me, but I'm back on track. Happy to see that you're back on track, Brenda Douglas. Woo! Okay, you guys. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about next week. I'll probably be talking about Los Mochis. I've got to dig deep, do some history studies. I'm going to do some studying about the Copper Canyon trip. By then, I should know what hotels I'm going to be staying in, how long I'm going to stay on the train, when I'm going to get off the train. But I will be back, and I'm planning this trip so that I can go live Saturday. The next Sunday, then the day after, I can get on the bus, go there, get to Los Mochis, look around, spend 2 nights, get on the train. So I'm thinking I can be back the Thursday before I go live after the trip, and have lots of video clips for you guys, lots of Los Mochis video clips, lots of Copper Canyon video clips, and more. So I'm getting ready to get with the program and say adios, amigos. Ooh, wow. Ooh, when it rains, it pours. Deep Think Now, super sticker. Thank you so much. Deep Think Now. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys. Well, I love you all. Thanks for joining us. We're good for at least 1 hour every Saturday. Remind me again, where is the Copper Canyon? Oh, okay. Here we go. Let me go over here. Let me get out this map. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can okay, William Stoneman, you can see Mazatlan right there at the bottom. Los Mochis. Los Mochis is about a 6-hour bus ride from Mazatlan north. Copper Canyon is directly north of Los Mochis. So I don't have a Mexico map that is zoomed out right now, but this takes you straight up the coast. So the Copper Canyon is going to be a little bit inland, but if you open up Google Maps and find Los Mochis and look directly north of Los Mochis, Copper Canyon is 5 times bigger than the Grand Canyon. Okay. All right, you guys. So here we go. Here we go. Let's see now. Where am I? What do I click now? Okay, so you guys, Kelsey McMartin. We just showed some videos about you. We got Kelsey McMartin in the house. Woo, there she is, movie star girl. Hey, and her video will go up first thing in the morning. Let me turn a couple of things off here. Let me turn this off. Okay, let me go down here and click this button down here. Okay, you guys, I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we're broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. Thank you, Brian Maiden. Yes, thank you very much. And this is Bill the Geek broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. And this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Love you all. Thank you for clicking the like button. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your contributions to the channel. And we will see you next week or in the next video. Adios, amigos. Love you all.